Hello.
Hi.
It's the start of week 4 of my cut. I've been trying to lose body fat and get as lean as I can, like lean and fit, you know? So I wanna do a weigh-in update for you guys. I also want to talk about some of the struggles that I've been going through, and I've been dealing with a lot of fear. So I also want to talk to you guys about that. But first, I want to show you, I'm making this cherry pie protein ice cream because I had a craving for cherry pie. So I want to show you what I'm making. This is what you're going to need. 2/3 of a cup of egg whites, a Ninja Creamy, obviously, 1 cup of 0% Fairlife milk. I like the protein milk to add more protein. We need a tablespoon of low-calorie sweetener. This is the Walmart brand. And a scoop of protein powder. I'm using the Maple Cookie HTLT Subs, and I love the Case and Whey that they have because it blends really well in everything and makes really good like ice cream and stuff. Code Nicole will save you 15% off, and the link is down below. I thought the maple would go well with like the cherry pie theme. And then for mix-ins, we're gonna use light cherry pie filling, and this is the E.D. Smith. And then we're gonna need some Cinnamon Toast Crunch. This is like the pie crust, and this is the pie filling.
Smart.
And I just need to tell you before we start. So like, Kyle and I went grocery shopping the other day, and I seen this sitting on the shelf at the store, and I really wanted it. And we left, and I kept thinking about it, and I thought, I got it, I gotta go get it, and I gotta make something with it, because if I don't give it to myself, I'm gonna go off the rails at some point. So I made sure we went back, we got it, and I'm gonna make cherry pie ice cream.
Can I see that can for a second?
Oh, let him do his joke. Let him do it.
You think I'm gonna do the light joke?
I did.
I'm not. It caught, watch, wait. Stand there.
Okay.
See the light?
Yeah.
In your eyes?
Yeah.
That was my joke. See, There you go.
It's like a...
Thank you.
Okay, so we need our Ninja Creamy pint. I'm gonna pour the liquids in, so the egg whites and the milk. Oops, spilling it everywhere too. There we go. And then we're gonna add the sweetener and the protein powder. And then I'm gonna take the milk frother, and I'm gonna blend this really, really well. Go around the sides and the bottom and make sure that it gets in there really good.
So I got out this creamy for nothing.
I was wondering why you were getting it out, and I thought maybe you just wanted to show them, but we're gonna need it tomorrow after we freeze this anyway, so we'll just leave it there.
I forgot I can't edit in life. I can only just snap my fingers and then we can cut to the next day.
Yeah,
I forgot that part.
Well, I was gonna say, but you were so sweet cleaning it and everything, so I just let you do it. Anytime, thank you. I just wanna get this off. This is how you do it. So basically you just wanna, it's gonna be fairly thick, and you wanna get it as smooth as possible, but do the best. Like, there might be some lumps, and that's fine. When it goes in to spin around for the ice cream setting, it'll all fix itself.
Comes out in the wash as I like.
You got it. All right, that's good for me. All blended and ready to go. I'm gonna cover it now and put it in the freezer for 24 hours, and then Kyle's gonna edit, and you'll see me ready to make ice cream. All right, ice cream has been in the, sassy. Ice cream's been in the freezer for 24 hours. I've run it under warm water for 40 seconds, dried it off, and now I'm gonna put it in to the creamy thing. There we go, we're gonna turn it on, and I'm going to select the light ice cream setting. All right, it's done. I'm just gonna pull it out, do a little check on it. Yep, okay, and now I'm just gonna make a little hole in here, and I'm gonna grab 2 tablespoons of the protein milk to put down the middle. Okay, 1 and 2. And now I'm gonna put the lid back on. Put it back in. And select respin. All right, now that that's done, adding the milk before the respin just makes it a lot creamier. When you're doing low-cal ice cream, it's not gonna be, you know, like perfectly creamy, so that makes it creamier.
It gets pretty good.
It does. I'm just making a hole down the center now, and the toppings that I showed you the other day, I've got 2 tablespoons of the Cinnamon Toast Crunch and then a 1/4 cup of the light cherry pie filling. I've slightly crushed up my Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I'm gonna put about half of that in the center, like that. And then I'm gonna put as much pie filling in the center that I can. Just wiggle that in there. And then I'll save the rest for the top. Well, yeah, that looks about good.
Half and half.
Half and half. Now, we're gonna put it back in. Are you in there? Yep. And then put the lid on, put it back in, and select the mix-in setting. All right, it is finished. Let's take it out and see how it looks. Oh my gosh, that looks amazing. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm gonna put the rest of the pie filling on the top. And then we'll just sprinkle on the pie crusty Cinnamon Toast Crunchers. Dee-dee. Wow, oh my gosh, that looks so good. Calories for this cute pint of ice cream: 376, 2 grams of fat, 35 grams of carbs, and 56 grams of protein.
Whoa.
Yeah, filling and tasty. Okay, I gotta get some of everything. Let's look in there too. Oh wow, that looks so good.
David Lynch would be proud.
Mm-hmm. He's my inspiration. Twin Peaks made me crave cherry pie. Wow, this is so good.
Oh, we lost another one.
This means I did it. Oh yeah.
I can't wait to make mine.
So my biggest struggle this cut has been getting sick. And it's really frustrating because Kyle and I have done a lot of these cuts, and every time I do one, I get sick. So this is the start of week 4. First week went perfect. The second week I got sick, and I always do really well in my cuts, but I've never pushed myself like as much as I know that I can. And I really committed this time to myself, like, I'm in it to win it. I'm walking in and I'm gonna get in the best shape that I can. And I committed. The moment I did, I got the sickest I've ever been in a cut. My glands were swollen. I had no appetite, which is extremely ironic because I've spent most of my life trying not to overeat. And this time I had no appetite at all. I didn't want to eat anything. And I knew if I don't eat my calories, I'm not gonna have the fuel and the strength to get better, and then this illness is gonna last longer. So I realized that this was a test. It seems that every time I wanna change for the better for myself, that I get these tests. And so I realized, okay, I get sick every time, so I'm not letting this beat me. I'm not letting this take me out of the race. And I realized I needed to really stop looking at the whole picture. Because I wasn't feeling well, I had to literally go minute by minute in how I felt. And right now my calories are 1,662, and I'm doing 50 minutes of cardio 5 days a week, low intensity, so walking or the recumbent bike, just a low pace, slow pace. And I did it all. but I had to go minute by minute. And there was one day where I said, I don't think I have the energy to do the cardio, and I rested instead. And by the end of the day, because I gave that to myself, I was actually able to do my weight training. But what I realized is, like, because of my swollen glands too, I had to drink way more fluid. I was taking like cough syrup, I was drinking tea, some cup of soup, some hot chocolate. I chose low calorie ones, but I needed a lot more fluid because my throat was so sore and my mouth was so dry all the time. So I realized that was gonna affect my scale because the excess fluid was gonna bloat me. But I had to like form a balance. And I basically said, okay, this being sick might throw off my end goal. Like, it might take me double the time to get the results that I'm looking for. And I decided that I would be okay with it. And no matter what, no matter how slow, I knew that I was doing my best to eat my calories, do my cardio, lift my weights, rest when I wasn't doing those things. And if I did that and I was patient, no matter how long it took, it was gonna move. And when I made that decision, I knew somehow that I was letting go, but I was also locking in and I was in it to win it. And I knew something was gonna happen. And the other struggle that I was having, which is tied to the getting sick, I've been dealing with a lot of fear. And I've been working on this for quite a while now, but like when I got sick, obviously I got scared and I thought, am I gonna have to give up? Is it gonna affect my results and I'm not gonna be able to share it like in videos? Am I not gonna lose any more weight because I have to keep drinking more and I can barely eat because I have no appetite? Like, I was really scared. And then, this might sound funny, but I woke up one morning, I was feeling pretty crappy last week, and I went into the bathroom and it was real early in the morning, so it was pitch black, total darkness. And I felt this fear wash over me. And I've always been scared of the dark since I was little. I'll like, even now, some moments I'll forget that I'm an adult and I'll like run in the middle and rush to the light switch to turn it on, or I'll quickly turn a flashlight on in my room or whatever when it's dark. And when that fear came over me, I realized like locking in and saying, no matter what it takes, I'm losing the body fat and getting as fit as I can. I realized in that moment, I was reaching for the light switch and I said to myself, if I really want to do this, if I mean it, I'm going to have to overcome my fear in all areas. And I'm going to have to stand here in the dark and let the fear wash over me and be okay with that. And so I didn't turn the light on and I stood there and I felt scared. I felt weird. I felt like all these like weird scaries were coming up in the dark at me, and I'm standing in the bathroom and I forced myself to look in the shower, look in the mirror, look in all the places that like my head was telling me was scary. And I just stood there and sat with the fear. It was the scariest couple minutes of my life. And I have to be honest, the first time I did it, I had to run out of the bathroom. I went back in a second time, I lasted longer, and then I left and I came back, and the third time I was really like, no, this is really important for me. And I stood in the dark until that fear sort of washed over me and away. And then I turned the light on and I was like, this is not as scary with the lights on as it was in the dark. And I realized in that moment of overcoming my fear in the dark and turning the lights on and seeing that it wasn't so scary, that's what this entire journey has been about for me. Overcoming emotional eating, doing these cuts, losing 130 pounds and keeping it off for 9 years. Trying to work hard to keep that weight off because, you know, it doesn't solve all your problems. You still have different issues that come up that you have to work on. I've been shining the light on the fear and the darkness this entire journey, realizing that sometimes you have to sit with being hungry when you're trying to lose weight because that's a normal thing. That also is a signal that you're actually losing fat. So sometimes you have to sit with it even though it's uncomfortable. Sometimes you're sick and you still have to do your cardio because you know that that's actually, the movement's actually going to help you get better. Eating your diet is going to give you the nutrients to help you heal faster. You know, I had to look at all these things. And that's why I wanted to share this, because if you're struggling with weight, there are probably still things that you're scared of, and you have to shine the light on it. Try what I did, seriously. Go stand in the dark and just sit with it, and then turn the lights on and see how things are not as scary when you put the light on it. So then you can go and do something really scary. Like after that, I was really able to push this week, and I'm actually feeling almost 100% better because I locked in. Shine the light on your really scary things and see that when you actually look at it and you go, even if you're scary, I'm just gonna go through it. Shining the light makes things not so scary, and then you can push through. And if you wanna know exactly how I get lean, you can buy my weight loss ebook. It's called Leaner Not Meaner. It has my exact weight training and cardio plan, 24 tasty recipes, and my 4-week meal plan. It's pretty much like spending like an entire month with me. Code Nicole will save you 10%, and the link is down below. Now, let's get into the weigh-in, shall we?
Whoa.
I don't even care that it's cold outside. I'm so proud of myself. I gotta do this. So I was like so proud of myself. I'm gonna, look at this. I can't believe how lean I'm looking. So just remember, sometimes the scale is gonna be stubborn, but if you're doing all the right things, you just lock in and get in it to win it. You just keep doing it. It will give. It will give. And this is how it gave for me. My starting weight, I weighed in Sunday, September 22nd. That was the start of the cut. I was 166.4 pounds. I weighed in this morning, the start of week 4. This is Sunday, October 13th. Gotta double check that because I don't know the days. Yep, today is Sunday, October 13th, and I weighed in at 159.2 pounds. That means that I've lost 7.2 pounds in 3 weeks. And that's what locking in, no matter what test this world and your head will throw at you, you just say, I'm more stubborn than you are, and you do it. So thanks for watching. I will update you as I get more results because I'm giving her, bud. Love ya, peace.
Remember, the friends, that weight loss isn't just about the number on the scale. It's also about here and here, heart and mindset. Fight through it. You can do it. Don't give up.